Hey everybody, William Wallace here, once again William Wallace for America, and today I'm with Louisiana State Rep Daryl Deshotel, District 28 here in Louisiana, and we're going to talk a little bit about what he wants to do and about him personally. As you know, my mission here in Louisiana right now is to introduce more people to our state reps and our legislators and our elected officials, because the best way for people to get involved is if they know who our representatives are, where they are, what they believe in, and that way we can know what's going on with our state. Daryl, thank you very much, man. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to be here.
Well, Daryl, the best way for people to get to know about our state reps, and a lot of people don't realize this, is, being a state rep is really a part-time job. It's actually, what I find is a part-time pay and a full-time job.
Absolutely.
Takes up
I was going to correct you on that
one. Well, so people don't know the sacrifice you guys make, or the time that you spend up here. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today too.
Sure.
But tell us a little bit about your background, who you are, and so people can know a little bit about you.
Sure. Well, in 1999, I started a technology company called Detail, and for 20 years I ran and grew that business. We grew that business into one of the largest technology companies in our state. A couple years ago, I did sell the business, so it afforded me some opportunity to be here and do this job, which is a very demanding job. It's a lot of hours, and it's a lot of, if you're going to do it right, it's a lot of sacrifice.
So a young man like you could be taking your money and either running or taking your money and doing something else with it, but you chose to sacrifice your time for the state of Louisiana and the people of your district.
Absolutely. We live in a wonderful country. We live in a wonderful state. There's some things that could be better. I was the American dream, where I got to build a business from zero. I mean, I started with zero and built a really large business, but that opportunity is there for other people. And my mission is to try to create as many of those opportunities for our Louisiana residents as possible. Not everybody's an entrepreneur,
right?
But there are a lot of entrepreneurs at heart that just need a little nudge, need a little, a little push to get there.
Well, it's funny. More and more representatives I talk to have your same mission. Have your same philosophy, but everybody has a little slightly different story and a slightly different twist. And I'm kind of, from what I talked about before we started the video to right now, I'm enjoying hearing more about you. Where exactly does District 28, come into play? By the way, I want to point out to everybody too, you'll notice that we're in the State House room, and in the background, of course, is the voting board, but where does your district actually encompass?
District 28 is the entire parish of Avoyelles, Parish. And it's the only House district in our state that it encompasses one and only one parish in its entirety. So it's very unique. I have one sheriff, one police jury, one school board. I don't have multiple. So it's really good. And I hope it stays that way when redistricting comes.
What I want to say about that is that you'll find, if you look up the districts, like you was saying, that some state reps cover, multiple parishes, and I forget how many, the largest one covers, but you just have one parish, which is your boundaries, and then there's multiple in some parishes, whereas yours is just one. I like that. Well, what industry makes up your area?
My area is predominantly agriculture. That's the driver in our parish. We do have a casino, and we have a couple other manufacturing type facilities, but the driver is agriculture.
So it's a more of a rural area.
It is a rural area.
So in just a second we're going to talk about one of your bills that helps out a whole lot there. Why is it that you ran for office? What's your driver factor?
I think we kind of touched on it earlier.
Yeah.
I want to afford the opportunity to other people to kind of live out the dream. We have a great state. We have one of to me, the best states in the country. We have so many natural resources. We have everything. We're the sportsman's paradise.
Yeah.
And I think we utilize some of those assets at times, and I think there's a lot of opportunity for Louisiana, and I kind of want to promote the state. I want to promote our parish and try to get it to be the best state in the country.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this video, is I'm bringing on more legislators like you so that way we can talk about our state and how to make it the best state in the country. I'm tired of us being last on the list, and I know you are too.
Absolutely.
And with good people looking out for us,
Well, we have some great people in our state. I mean, we have some really smart people. We have some kind people. We have some genuine people. And I think if we focus all that energy in one direction, we can make our state the best state.
I say this on my radio show. I find that the Louisiana state representatives and the senators all seem to work together really, really well, regardless of your party, your affiliation, who you are, where you're from. I find more and more, even when you have disagreements, that most people here tend to sit down and talk it out and work it out, without big public arguments, to be able to do what's best for our state.
You're right, and there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes, and it is. We are bipartisan, and we do a lot of things, across party lines, and it's really interesting. I've learned a lot about the process. I did not know all the things that go on. Obviously,
are you new?
I'm a freshman.
You're a freshman, okay.
I'm brand new. I didn't understand the process, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting.
What's the most pressing thing for your district and our state, do you think?
Obviously, I'm going to say this without a doubt, I believe broadband is the biggest issue that faces our state. COVID exposed that. COVID has changed the way we're going to educate our kids. It's changed the way we're going to run our businesses. Some of them can be run from home.
Right.
It's changed the way we run our government. We've seen government officials stay at home. It's changed the way we administer health care. We've seen telemedicine in houses.
Yeah, exactly.
It's changed the way we shop. We're shopping online more now. Filling out the Walmart cart, going to Walmart and pick it up.
Yeah.
And lastly, it's changed the way we've even prayed. We're doing Facebook Live at church. So if you think about that, it's fundamentally changed the way we live. And the basis of us going forward, I believe, is going to be investing in broadband infrastructure so we can continue to do those things. Because first, we don't have a vaccine for COVID. It's not over. You've seen our numbers spike.
Right.
So we know that there's still an issue. And even, let's just say we do have a vaccine. What's next? And I think it just fundamentally has changed the way we think. And it just like 9/11 changed the way we travel, airport security.
Right.
This has changed the way we live, and we need to invest in infrastructure to bring broadband, especially to rural communities, like my district and most of the districts. The FCC's identified 188,000 unserved households and businesses in our state.
Wow.
These are unserved.
Wow.
So that's amazing. So we have to be able to make a step. We have to invest in technology. We have to invest in broadband. So that's my.
And one thing I'm recognizing about what you're saying is that an investment in broadband is going to be an investment that brings Louisiana from the bottom of many of those lists up to the top of the good list. Absolutely. Where we need to be, and with all those that amount of people underserved in our communities in our state, we need to have that investment to be able to bring those people back up to speed so they can be more aware. More aware people gives more people opportunities, which helps our state overall. Senator Beth Mizell was on this one, a while back. And I think you said you're working with her on this too.
She's a great legislator. She's a great person, and I really enjoy working with her. She has the heart, a really big heart, and she really is passionate about broadband in rural areas, and I'm going to support her. I have been supporting her. I carried her Senate Bill 406, and I just carried her Senate Bill 10 yesterday. So I'm working really, really closely with her.
Yeah, she's a tremendous asset for our state. Senator Beth Mizell, you look her up. I did an interview with her her state park, Bogachita, and her area up there. The things that she's doing up there is fantastic. Is there anything in your district that you want to point out? Like if anybody comes to your district, anything to see? Is there anything that they just need to?
Well, we do have a casino, a land-based casino. That's a big attractor in our area, and we have a lot of visitors to that facility. But we also have Spring Bayou, which is a great state park area. Not a state park, but it's a state
attraction.
Landmark. So it's a great facility to visit and fish, and it's good. So we have quite a few things. We have Indian mounds that you can visit. We have quite a few things. But.
Yeah, there's a lot, that's the whole idea of bringing this together, introduce people to our legislators, but also to those areas to see. Is there anything that you wanted to let people that's listening to our interview today know what's one of the best ways people can get involved? Is there another way, or can you encourage more people to get involved in our process?
I think learning the process, understanding what happens here in this chamber is very important, and being able to follow what's going on online. You know, we're posting the bills,
right.
You can read about them, and then, you know, one of the most powerful things is when you're sitting down there and you get a note from a constituent that says, hey, I think you need to consider this.
Yeah.
And that's powerful.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you're thinking nobody cares, right? But there are people that care, and then understanding and following the process and reaching out to your representative and telling them your feelings is extremely important, because I'm not voting for just me.
Yeah.
I guess I am a little bit, but I'm voting for 42 other thousand people.
Right.
So you got to listen to those people, and you need to hear from them.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're going to just vote the way you feel. But I want to vote for my district. I want to vote for the people I represent.
And that's one thing I find, that if most people pay attention to some of this stuff and they learn the process, and you can actually come here in the gallery and upstairs balcony and watch the process if you like, but is not only getting to know your representatives, not only learning what they're about, learning their districts, but getting involved, because you can send them messages. I always encourage people to keep it positive, keep it professional, because that's the best way to have somebody listen to you, and that the representatives do listen to their constituents, because more and more I hear people saying they vote the way of their districts that they represent. Daryl, thank you so much for tuning in today, or coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
You know, and everybody else, please share the video, share Daryl, get to know him. You know, just for the time I've gotten to know him, he's doing a great job for his district, great job for our state, and encourage him and encourage others. Thank you so much for listening, Daryl. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you, everybody. Please share the video.